All right, hey everyone, Marco Game Dude here, and I'm joined by my good and my new YouTuber friend, Shenanigans, to talk about the newest upcoming Mario Kart. Say hi.
Hey there, how you guys doing? Thank you for having me, dude. I do a lot of like review videos and I stream weekly. But my main bread and butter, my main content is I like to do like reviews of like Mario Party. I'm running through the whole series right now, trying to like basically look back at everything. But yeah, I do long form content and streaming.
Awesome, awesome. All right, and since we're both from the Mario, we gotta talk about the new upcoming Mario Kart coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. So, as we all know, Nintendo dropped this trailer out of the blue with no warning whatsoever. As like I'm having my morning coffee and they drop it out of nowhere, and then they also showed off the newest Mario Kart. And of course, people are freaking out over it and thinking what's going to be, how's it going to be, what's going to be in it, etc. So I decided to do a discussion video all about it. So right off the bat, we already know that it's going to have 24 characters. The art style is different. 24 racers on the track. The art style is different. And right now, all we know with the first track we see is called Mario Brothers Circuit. So that's all we know right now. But we just got to get some predictions out of the way. So the first prediction that I know a lot of people probably have been having back and forth about is the title of the newest Mario Kart. Is it going to be Mario Kart 9? Is it going to be Mario Kart 10? Or is it some other thing? Personally, I don't really mind what the title is, as long as it makes sense. But Sean, what about you? What do you think it will be called?
It's so funny. This is actually the first thing in my notes, but so if they're gonna go by the numerical order still, it's I don't know if it'll be 9 or 10 because if they are doing numbers, it really depends on how they view Mario Kart Tour. Like, is that a legit full installment or is that just a spin-off sort of thing? So I think it'll be 10 just because I feel like when they presented the booster course pass that they had like full confidence that yeah, though this is the current Mario Kart. Um, but I also wonder if like maybe they'll go with like a unique title like past games. And I'm kind of tossed on this because um, on one hand, like it would be cool to kind of have like a fresh, redo, like a fresh like title aside from just numbers. But at the same time, like I think Nintendo's also in the place where they want people to kind of know like this is the new Mario Kart, just like they want this to know this is the new Nintendo Switch. Like they want to make it clear this isn't just another Mario Kart 8 uh, port. So maybe they'll do numbers or maybe they'll go titles. It really is up in the air. They can go either way, honestly.
Yeah, I totally agree there. I mean, for me, I personally do think Mario Kart Tour is Mario Kart 9. I know a lot of people have a lot of arguments against it because it's a mobile game and everything, but the fact that they consider it a part of the mainline series because of the booster course pass and a lot of the tracks and characters are from there, and and again, and since it just feels like it's the ninth installment technically. So I don't know. I know a lot of people say Mario Kart 9. If it's called Mario Kart 9, fine, whatever. But for me, if it's called Mario Kart 10, I wouldn't mind. But I wouldn't. I don't think they'll call it Mario Kart 10. I think they'll call it Mario Kart X. Because of the Roman numeral. That makes more sense. It would look cooler.
Mario Kart X.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds better and more. When I was growing up, like before the Mario Kart 8 even came out, I was thinking that the newest Mario Kart after Wii would be after Mario Kart 7 would be called Mario Kart Unleashed. Like I like that better.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a sick title. Like Sonic Unleashed.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, but I don't know if they'll do that. One other person said that it could be called Mario Kart Crossroads because that was like a little thing like a long time ago before the booster course even came around that the next Mario Kart installment would be a crossover title and it'll be called Roads. But when I heard that, I'm like, but then that would really go into competition with the new Sonic Racing title coming out called Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. So I don't think they're gonna do
Hmm.
that.
Yeah, I saw an interesting title on Reddit today. Someone made like a art logo for Mario Kart Turbocharged, and they actually made a pretty clean looking logo. I should send that to you. But honest, because it was based off of I'm jumping a bit ahead here, but it was based off of the boost pad, like the one boost pad you see in the footage that they show off, where it's kind of like purple orange colored, and they kind of colored it after that, and I thought that looked pretty sick. But I don't, there's no evidence to support like what it's if that's actually like anything close to what the title is. But I'd be down for that, honestly.
Mario Kart Turbocharged. I like it. It fits and actually does like tie in into the next thing because since the newest Mario Kart, we got to get a new gimmick. And right now, a lot of people are betting on a fuel mechanic, especially with that weird yellow-looking item that we see in the under the Yoshi Burger restaurant thing. So a lot of people are thinking it might be fuel related, kind of like how I don't know if you played Sonic Riders, where you had to stop to get gas and then keep going once you run out of air.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if it would be like that, but I don't know. I'm just thinking like, how would that work? Because the Mario Kart 8 ate some mechanic and gimmick I was so used to that I don't know how the next one will like make the next mechanic even work. It's so hard to understand. It's so like hard and weird to see like how they're gonna make it.
Yeah, like fuel mechanics, you kind of have to be careful with because they're when you introduce something like that where you have to like manage like a resource, it kind of becomes tedious and a bit more stressful than it should be. And I don't know if Nintendo would go in that direction, where if you run out of fuel, like maybe you go slower, like maybe you don't stop completely, like maybe you go slower. But I don't I don't know. It doesn't feel that doesn't feel like it would be like a strong enough gimmick to really work with. But maybe there is a fuel mechanic and it just works differently. But I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical on the whole thing because I when I looked through the footage, I think I noticed that only Mario's standard cart kind of had the fuel tank going on. So I don't know. I mean, it really depends like what they have in store really. But I do think that the if they do have it, it'll be something that we're not expecting.
Yeah, it has to be something related. I mean, that yellow bag, it looks like it's an item of some kind, but obviously the racers don't go there because Nintendo doesn't want to spoil what that is. So it looks like a lunch bag because when people were like zooming in, they thought it was a Wonder Flower, and that would be the new gimmick. That would be cool, but and when they looked at it, it looked like a a lunch bag with a smiley face. So I don't know if it's a thing related to that course. I don't know. Like I said, it's very hard to really come up with a gimmick because you can't predict a gimmick of any kind. Honestly, whenever I hear people come up with gimmicks, they always revert back to some of the old gimmicks. Like they want to see the double dash mode back or something. And it's hard for people to come up with their own gimmick, a unique one at that.
Yeah, for sure. It's funny. I actually, I a double dash mode is actually something I've wanted for a while, out of just maybe pure nostalgia. But yeah, like main gimmicks are really hard to nail down. I don't know if you remember this, but there was this like report like 2 years ago or 3 years ago by GameIndustry.biz where they said, "Oh, Mario Kart 9, it's in development and it has a twist."
Oh
And
yeah.
who knows how accurate that is, honestly. I don't know why that story was passed around so much, but it was heavily reported on. And I believe it. I believe there's a twist. And honestly, there would almost have to be a twist at this point, because Mario Kart 8 is almost 10 years old. So, like, they kind of have to bring it in terms of making things fresh again.
Yeah, I remember that article. That was a long time ago, but that was way before the Blizzard Course Pass even became a thing. So, yeah, man, I don't know if that was the actual true thing, but if that's true, then I mean it has to be because my game development takes a long time. So obviously, maybe if it was true, that would be true. But yeah, for me, I don't have any prediction about what mechanic they'll bring. You don't? Do you have any or not?
Honestly, I if there's one thing, and this is a quote from Arlo. I don't know if you watch him, but
Oh yeah.
basically, expect the unexpected when it comes to Nintendo, and that rings very true because they always just do things out of left field that you just like you'll never think about, but you hear it and you're like, oh yeah, that's so smart. Like Labo was one of those things where it was just this weird thing that they came out of nowhere with, and like it was gimmicky, but like it's very smart. It's a very smart use of like the Switch hardware.
Yeah, I don't really see what kind of mechanic will go. I'm sure Nintendo will deliver. I hope because remember sometimes some sequels aren't always like the best. Sometimes the former game is better than the alternate one, and that's especially since the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is possibly going to be backwards compatible with the Switch 2 one. So if the newest Mario Kart is terrible, then at least we have Deluxe to go back to.
Yeah, they won't be completely sunk, I guess, but it would be very disappointing. You know, in terms of like main mechanics, do you remember when like 8 was first announced and like they said that, oh, you know, before we came up with anti-gravity, we thought like attach a drill to the car and you could drill through the earth.
Remember that one? I thought they were going to do that for this game. It doesn't look like they are, unless they're hiding it, but I don't know what they're going to do here.
It's a big maybe.
Since we were talking about like the mechanics of the game and stuff, now do we know that the game is going to be having 24 racers in a race? How chaotic do you think that will be? Because I was surprised to see that they were actually doing that. That's like reaching NASCAR levels of having so many racers in one track.
So I really love F-Zero 99. I love the chaos of it, and this just fuels my that unintended pun fuels my excitement for this new mechanic because like 24 racers, that's gonna be crazy. Like I wonder how the item balancing is gonna work with that. Like imagine like 5 blue shells coming at you at once. Like nah, that's scary.
And especially if the item custom item thing that they brought into 8 Deluxe in the Blizzard Course Pass. Imagine that being a thing, and then dealing with so many blue shells in one race. Oh, because I've done blue shell only races in Deluxe before. It's chaos.
Oh god, yeah, it's so crazy, and honestly, I can't believe they let you do that. But yeah, I think that would just be it's going to be really cool, and I'm really looking forward to how what this means for online specifically because I'm really hoping online works a lot better in this game than it did in 8 Deluxe. I hope it's more fleshed out.
Yeah, though I am kind of scared for playing online, plus 24 races online, because I've dealt with so many people who are just oh my goodness! In Margaret, the less this online are just terrible. And in terms of being evil, because sometimes I look like I hit someone and they didn't, or I won, and then seconds later they are in front of me and like, what? How did they pass me? They were way behind me. How did they pass me? What? I don't get it. What happened? So I don't know how they're gonna balance it all out.
Yeah, I'm sure they have a plan, but yeah, I am very terrified for the people that have like maxed out VR that just grind the game into oblivion, know every shortcut. Like, yeah, well, I'm not gonna stand a chance.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of stereotype like shortcuts and track, this actually goes into the next topic that I have here. So, obviously we can't predict like what tracks we're gonna get because who knows what new tracks we'll be getting. But a lot of people are assuming that because of the 24 racer thing, that we won't be getting any retro tracks because they're normally accustomed to 8 or 12 people in one track. So, do you think we won't get any retro tracks, or do you hope that they're wrong about that?
You know, I that was actually my first thought when I saw the 24 racers. I'm like, how are retro tracks even gonna work anymore? And I'm wondering if like the booster course pass was like their last like hurrah for retro courses because they were planning to do this whole big expansion of the race roster, and they thought, okay, let's just get it all out and we'll just be completely fresh and new next time. And that would almost make sense because again, 8 Deluxe is 10 years old, and it's people have been playing the same courses for years now. So I do wonder if this is like going to be a complete fresh start, and if it is, I wonder what this means for the course count, and also like just the future of retro courses in general.
Right, because retro courses are like a common thing right now that I just can't like imagine the newest Mario Kart not having any because I'm so used to it by now. So I can understand like if people are not thinking that Nintendo won't be able to make the retro courses be accustomed to 24 racers. Of course, some people could argue that well, some of the old, other retro courses didn't have 12 racers and now they could, and yeah, you're right. But now it's 24, not 16 or 18 or 20. No, it's 24, so that's a lot. So I don't know how they're gonna manage that. I mean, maybe they could. So we don't know how powerful they'll be able to do it. Maybe, but I wouldn't part of me wouldn't mind it if we didn't get any retro courses because it will leave the course count. I don't know how many we'll get to be open to many new courses and leave so many possibilities for locations from over the Mario universe.
Yeah, I actually would not be disappointed if extra courses didn't come back if this meant that the current courses, that the new courses are going to be much more fleshed out. And just looking at the one track that we have right now, it's huge. And like if you look like at the very end of the trailer, like the view extends out so far. It looks ginormous. And so I'm just wondering like how big are these courses and how detailed are they?
Yeah, the courses already seem to be accustomed to the 24 racer thing because even though all the racers are in that trailer were on the right side, the track is completely wide enough for the entirety racer. So if I wanted to go on the other side of the track like that, I would have if I wanted to. So I mean, so that means people can just spread out as much as they can. So all the courses had to be accustomed to 24 and be large enough. So I don't know what that means for the retro courses that are, say, for example, a Mario circuit from the past. They have to make it as big as possible to accustom the 24 racers. So again, I wouldn't mind it, but I would be like, huh, oh well, like it's like a turning of the page for a new chapter in Mario Kart, really.
Yeah, and another thing I could see them maybe doing is like a retro mode where you play with just 8 to 12 racers on retro courses only. I don't know if they would divide it up like that. And honestly, now that I say that, I'm not even sure if they would want to like divide the player base in that way. Maybe like the 24 racer thing is probably their priority, but I don't know. I would say that the odds of like a retro mode are maybe like 40%.
Yeah, but I don't see it happen. I know I see some people say that maybe in versus mode you can set the a number of opponents to lower it, but I don't think they're gonna do that. If they do, cool, but I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna waste time doing that. I don't know. I mean, of course, Nintendo was unpredictable, but I don't think so. That actually just brings up to myself to like one other thing. We talk about the normal racing, but what about the battle mode? Oh my god, like what are they gonna do there? 24 people in. Oh no 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 no. Oh God, no.
Can you imagine 24 people, last man standing balloon battle on Block Fort?
Oh no. Oh God, that is gonna be insane, and the online version of that would be insane too. Oh my goodness, Nintendo, why?
That would be like my biggest thing for battle mode. Like one of my things I really hope they do with battle mode is that they give you more options and allow you to like play last man standing because I get why they do time limits. It's to speed up online lobbies, but like I want last man standing. That's just how balloon battle was played, and it was the best version of it.
Maybe they can have an option where you choose either a last man standing or time limit.
Yeah, that's kind of like a hope I had. I don't know if they would ever do that because Nintendo likes you to play a certain way all the time, especially when it comes to like Mario Kart. So I don't know.
Hmm. Okay, so there's like one other thing that aside from racing and battle mode and online, a lot of people have been hoping that Nintendo will finally add a single player mode, kind of similar to maybe Diddy Kong Racing, maybe, or some kind of thing like mission mode. A single player experience. Do you want that in the Mario Kart?
In my notes, that is literally I notated as number one biggest desire slash speculation. Story mode, adventure mode, or some sort of mission mode a la Mario Kart DS. Like, I am the weirdo that likes to play Mario Party single player modes, and I fully enjoy that. But a adventure mode is something that's always been lacking from Mario Kart, like a story. And Mario Kart doesn't need a story, let me be clear, but it would be cool to have like a canonical like story. 'Cause Mario sports games have stories. Like it would make so much sense to put like a story or adventure mode in Mario Kart, or at the very least, a mission mode. And I love mission mode from Mario Kart DS, and I kind of hate that it never came back. It was in the source files for Mario Kart Wii, but I guess they just never went through with it. So it was a thought at one point, but they just have never gone back to the concept.
I honestly do want I want a single player mode, regardless if it's story mode or adventure mode or whatever, or mission mode, regardless. Either one of those three I'm happy with, but I love mission mode, doing it in Mario Kart DS, playing it nonstop, trying to get all the things unlocked. Like, we need something else to keep us preoccupied, because, hello, developers, big shocker to you, not everyone is able to play multiplayer every day or all the time. So we need a single player experience, and just playing the Grand Prix or single player versus races is not enough. We need more than that.
Yeah, I completely agree. If I didn't stream the game, I probably would not even be touching Mario Kart 8 right now because I I got to the phase where I go through this phase where I play a game for a long time and I get really into it, and then at some point I just get utterly sick of it. Like every sound, every like aspect of it, I'm like, nah, I don't want to play it. I want to play something else. And it kind of came back for me because I started streaming it, and that's the only reason why I play Mario Kart 8 online. It's literally only on my Monday streams.
For example, this is in Mario Kart, but it's another game that's multiplayer like, but it needs some more single player content. A Smash Brothers Ultimate. I have not played that game in a long time, and that's only because I always like playing it with people around. Whenever my cousins come over to play with me and and when I play it, we always play it because it's fun to play with together people. But when you play by yourself, it's not really the same. So you get tired of it. You need more single player content, and the single player content in Smash Bros. Ultimate I do not like. That's the topic for another day. But but the we need more single player content because not everyone's able to play multiplayer. But whatever it is, and whether it be story mode or adventure mode, a la Diddy Kong Racing or the mission mode, I just want it. Please, Nintendo, something. Just keep me preoccupied to unlock the characters and stuff is not enough. Okay.
Yeah, and some people were also speculating because the courses are so big that it maybe they're gonna do like a Forza Horizon type deal and make it like open world. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I actually don't want that because I don't know how that would really play into Mario Kart's thing. But maybe that's the twist. I don't know, but like open world Mario Kart, that's something that I can't imagine working. But yeah, who knows?
Yeah, but just give us a Mario Kart story mode with like JRPG elements where you pick a character and they go through every single cup and course with their own unique story with a unique people you're going against, you need dialogue, and then whatever final thing comes to the end. Just something, okay, Nintendo?
Yeah, that would work. I'd be cool with that.
Oh yeah. All right. So speaking of the characters, now since we know there's going to be 24 racers in one track, and the characters that we know now, even though some of them are hard to see, a lot of them that are confirmed are ones we already know from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So, regardless of confirmed or not, how large do you believe the roster is going to be? Because since we have 24 racers in one course, there has to be a lot of racers in order to, accommodate for the fact there's 24 racers in one track.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like how okay, so for reference, how many racers does Mario Kart 8 have? Is it like
After in the Boozy Horse Pass right now, I think it's like 48, I believe.
so maybe I could if there's only 24 racers per race. Well, I say only 24. If there are 24 racers per race, I would imagine it would be maybe like up to 60 or 70. I can't imagine that they would like make it like a huge thing. I also question if guest characters like Link, Isabelle, and all of them are coming back because the art style is so homogenized now. I don't know if they would redesign like Isabelle or Link or anybody to fit into the new art style.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind a guest character coming back, whoever they do or whatever. But for like the roster size, I honestly don't know. Will it be bigger than Deluxe? Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to go too broad, but they have to go as big as they can because 24 racers, they need to have plenty of variety. And the 24 racers right now are the 24 racers that we see right now. So there's nothing hidden right now. All the characters that we saw in the trailer are the 24 racers right now confirmed. So we need as much as we can because it's just crazy. Like 24 racers, we need plenty of characters. I just hope they don't go too overboard with the clone characters. Yeah,
Yeah, I
pink,
could
gold, go away,
I could do less with Pink, Gold, Peach, and Tanuki Mario.
please. Though I'm going off topic right now. There is speculation that character costumes are a thing because in the trailer we see Peach on her bike, but she's not wearing her biker suit outfit. She's wearing her dress. So people have been speculating that it could be a possibility of character swallowed Ultima costumes in there. So maybe her pink gold peach version might be an alt you can pick. Maybe the cat version might be an alt, and then other costumes as well. Do you think that'd be cool?
So there, I have 2 points to that. In favor of it, Mario Kart Tour introduced so many different outfits. Like you had like Chef Mario in there. Like it's just, all these wacky things that they just threw in there because they felt like it. And I can't imagine that they would let it all go to waste. So I think alternate outfits are definitely a strong possibility. But also, against this point, I wonder if the reason why they couldn't do dresses in Mario Kart 8 outside of like the carts was because of hardware limitations. Because maybe they wanted to, they weren't happy with how like the dresses flowed in the wind, perhaps. And because you can hide that in the cart, like if they're just sitting in it, but you can't have them on a bike with it. So that's probably why the biker suits exist, just to make the animation that much more easier to do. So maybe this is sort of like a showcase of the technical ability of the Nintendo Switch 2, being able to have more detailed fabrics and different things animate much cleaner, much better, and in much higher fidelity.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you mean there. And plus, this is like the first time that Peach has her hair down while riding a cart because she hasn't done that since like the old days of Mario Kart, like way back in the day, before she had her hair down, and now she usually has her ponytail.
Yeah, exactly. Like it just I remember when a trailer for 8 first came out and I saw Mario's mustache fluttering in the breeze. I'm like, his mustache moves now? Like that was crazy to me. And so I think that would be a natural evolution to have like Peach's hair flew through the wind or something.
Yeah. Okay, so back to like character roster now. I won't like go out like big on who I want. I just for me, I predict maybe a lot of the characters from tour, and then some newbies will be joining in. Who they will be, I have no idea because Nintendo can just throw a curveball and do anything. So yeah, a lot of the characters from tour will be added, and then some new ones. I don't know how many, but some. And maybe, I guess, character. Maybe. Though the one newcomer I want more than anything is Goomba. Please put in Goomba. Come on, you know you will do it. And no one in the comments say, but he has no hands. Oh come on, he can hold a bat somehow without any hands. He can drive. Okay.
He can flip a pancake. He's good. He's fine.
Yeah. What about you? What about you? Like, what newcomers do you want? Like the most wanted, or do you have any like a big list?
I honestly cannot believe we've gone so many Mario Karts and Professor Egad has never made an appearance.
Mm-hmm.
This man actually adds so much lore to the series because, who created the poltergeist? Him. Who created Flood? Egad. Like, it's. You could say that he made the carts and I would believe you. So, like. Maybe he's just so powerful that they're like, nah, too many lore implications. We need to dial him down. Don't include him. But I would love Professor Egad. I love him as a character. He's very quirky, and that would be so great. Also, and this would be a guest character. Kirby. Why on earth has Kirby never been a thing in Mario Kart? You put Link in there, but not Kirby? He's literally a spherical orb of pure joy. All you gotta do is just throw him in there. He will homogenize with whatever art style you got going on. He's so easy to do. And then just give him a warp star, and he's good. So I don't know why they didn't include Kirby in 8 Deluxe. So if they're gonna do guest characters, Kirby. I want Kirby.
So I think like my realistic opinion will maybe like be 64 or 70 something, at least that high. I don't want to get too crazy because I don't know if they're gonna really go that high.
Yeah, I'm kind of conservative with my final character numbers, especially if they're doing alternate outfits. Um, I don't think they want to like make it too bloated with characters, but I do think we're gonna have it at least double, not double. Wait, hang on. You said there's 48 characters in Mario Kart 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so not that, but it'll be. I would say like yeah, closer to like 60 or 70.
Okay. Yeah, at least around that amount. So, since we talk track, we talk a character, we talk the mechanic, the name. Now, about the items. So, Mario Kart Deluxe already have plenty of good items, but Mario Kart Tour introduced a lot of new items, and, returning ones from Double Dash. So, is there any item that you think will be new that will be implemented into this game? Because it's hard to predict, because they can do anything.
Items are like the one thing I haven't really thought through. I don't know, maybe something from like Odyssey. I'm not entirely sure. They always come up with such like unique ideas for items. They took the piranha plant from 3D World, like the pod piranha plant. So that's why I'm saying like maybe something from Odyssey or maybe something from the new 3D Mario that they have cooking. Just like a standard item like that. Maybe they'll bring in like a new power up, like the cat suit. I don't know. It's really hard to pin down.
Maybe one of the new flowers that we got from Wonder, maybe the bubble one, or
Ooh, yes. Okay.
the bubble one could work, but it's like you just bubble someone, they get lifted up in the air for a couple seconds, then they drop down. That could work.
Yeah, I could see that. Or maybe like an elephant power up. Although they'd have to make elephant models for every character. I don't know how viable that would be.
Oh no! I don't want to see an elephant. We already saw so many elephant characters. I don't want to see elephant Pauline or something. Please no.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's scrap that. The internet's not ready yet.
No, they're not. So, aside from the bubble one, I would say the Wonder Flower, but I don't know if they're gonna really work that unless it's the new mechanic. But even then, I don't know how they're gonna work with that. So, eh.
So the thing about the Wonder Flower is I could actually see it working. But the thing is, like, you know how some tour courses or some booster course pass courses, have like changing laps. I think perhaps that if they do the whole changing laps thing, that if the Wonder Flower is gonna be in this to some capacity, I could see the track maybe transforming with the Wonder Flower, and that's how the laps change. Maybe, I don't know. That would probably require a lot of work, but they've been working on this for years, so maybe.
Maybe. It's so hard to predict with that. Oh my god. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we're talking about the item, talking about the thing. Okay, so let's see.
There are two things I wonder if they will come back, and that is cart customization and anti-gravity. Because if you look in the trailer, like all the carts, they're all kind of intentionally designed. Like there's no combination that looks out of place. So I'm wondering if we're back to like hard cart designs like in Wii and DS. And as for anti-gravity, they kind of pulled back on anti-gravity a lot in the Booster Course Pass, and I didn't see any hint of it here outside of like a long curve in the distance in the background. But I'm wondering if to what capacity those two things are coming back, if they are at all.
Yeah, a good point. That's actually I didn't even think about that. I was okay with car customization, but I like the combos and some of the like the designs of the wheels and carts were cool. And there are a lot of carts and wheels and like gliders or whatever in the Mario Kart Tour that were not brought into Mario Kart Deluxe. I actually thought they were going to do that, for the final wave, but since we didn't, those designs are stuck in there. So we can bring them back. Oh, that actually reminds me. I don't even think we'll be getting the underwater thing or the glider. I don't know if we'll be getting that back either. I don't know.
I kind of think those might be a bit easier to do. I think with anti-gravity, it's a bit situational because you have to create the course around anti-gravity, whereas you can just put a glider ramp or a quick underwater like puddle in the middle of a course, and it's not like weird or anything. I think it's easier to put those two things in rather than anti-gravity. But so I could see those coming back.
Yeah, customization though, I'm okay. If it's not back, I wouldn't mind because sometimes people just want to pick the car and go. I know like in Mario Kart, Mario Kart DS, Mario Kart Wii, in Mario Kart Double Dash, you had a selection of cars you can pick. So, I mean, in Mario Kart 8, obviously, you have the cars to pick, but they already have the wheels and everything set up, so I don't have to worry about it. People just want to get the thing and go. So maybe they might toss the customization altogether. Though, I don't know, if what we're saying is true about the characters themselves getting customized, then they might do customization for the cards. So it's hard to say.
Yeah, I honestly, if card customization didn't come back, it wouldn't hurt my feelings because it was a cool novelty in 7, and I appreciated that it came back in 8. But once people find the meta, like that's just it. Like I pop onto Mario Kart Online, like in regionals and worldwide, and I'll see like the same Waluigi Wiggler carts, or I think the meta now is like I think it's like a light character with the Biddy Buggy. I'm not entirely familiar with it, but yeah, like once people find a combination they like, they just stick with it. I know I do, and I really only experiment when I get bored. So it does. I don't think it needs to come back really.
Yeah, okay, I get you there. Okay, so man, I just had a thought about one other thing, but if it came back and now I lost it. Oh, okay, now I got it. Okay, so with the art style right now, with the thing, it seems to be taking inspiration for like Wonder and stuff. But was like Mario, for example, he looks like it's Mario Wonder design a little bit, and also a little bit classic, version of Mario a little bit too. So, are you okay with the new art direction, or did you wish the normal style that we're used to, like in Mario Kart 8, was brought back instead?
So at first, I was a little disappointed that the art style didn't advance what Mario Kart 8 had. I wasn't hoping for hyper-realism, but I wanted detail. And this art style is definitely not that. It's definitely more stylized. But now that I think about it, and I think I look at the squash and stretch that's going on when like Mario does like a turbo drift in the trailer, like there is some really cool animation stuff going on here. Like I went through frame by frame, and uh, I know people like to meme on Donkey Kong's new design, but he does an expression at one point where he's like super into the race. Like he has a big grin on his face, and it looks so expressive. The new art style, and I love Wonder's art style so much. It's so expressive, it's so colorful, and I think it's a perfect fit. And I think also it helps with rendering because if we're gonna have 24 racers and tracks this huge, it actually does make sense to have um, a simpler, more stylized art style, and it'll age better as well. Like just 10 years down the line, you'll look at that and you won't even blink an eye. It'll still look as good as it does now.
Yeah, I 100% agree with the art style. I do love the art style of Wonder, and to see it brought into here is actually very great because I love how everyone was so expressive and everything in Wonder, and how cartoony and squishy everyone looked. Everyone looked adorable. Okay, so I liked it, and I know everyone else, the new designs for everyone else are gonna look great. Because remember, characters like for example, Rosalina, Wario, Waluigi, DK again. We didn't see them in how they were. I mean, we didn't see we saw DK, but we didn't see everyone else's. So I cannot wait to see how everyone else looks. So that's one plus. Everyone's gonna have a redesign in a way. So that's really something I'm looking forward to. Um, so since you did mention the hyper realistic thing, you are right about that. Like I also expected to go more realistic because in a lot of the new renders and stuff for Mario and Mario and his friends or characters, in like 3D models, we see their more detail on their bodies, on their clothes, on their hands, and everything. Like I remember seeing one artwork of Mario with his fingernails. Like that's the detail. His jeans and everything. His plumber suit, not jeans. His plumber suit is more detailed, like in Wonder. I mean, not Wonder. Odyssey. Like I was expecting that in this, in the new Mario Kart. But I'm not disappointed we didn't get it.
Yeah, and the other thing with Odyssey's art style is that it's very intentional. I don't know if you like watch like source filmmaker videos at all, but when you pull the Mario Odyssey model out of its intended lighting rig, it looks so weird, and it doesn't. It doesn't look bad, but it looks off, and so I kind of like that it's like more stylized now, and I think I actually do prefer Wonder's art style altogether. I love how it mimics old 2D Mario art because it looks so timeless now, and it's kind of a throwback too. It's also why I actually don't mind Donkey Kong's redesign because number one, he looks so adorable. He's friend shaped, and I just love how charming it all looks, and I love how like how tiny Luigi looks. It's just a really charming and nice art style to look at.
Right. Okay, so I think I'm scraping at the end of the bit and barrel. Oh, I know we mentioned tracks already, but I know we can't really predict what kind of new tracks we'll be getting. So one, we already saw the Mario Brothers track. Is there one track from a certain character that you want to see made? Like any character that hasn't gotten a track yet, or a specific area that you want to see get a track represented in?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, New Donk City is kind of an obvious one for me. I love New I love New Donk City. Although I don't know how it would work with this new art style. Um, Maybe like I don't think does Waluigi have a single course in base 8?
In base 8? No. No, just Wario. No, just Wario.
Yeah, so Waluigi needs to have a new track cuz I love Waluigi pinball, but like my man, he deserves something new.
So like you mean like Waluigi Circuit or just another version, another thing?
I want them to go full on like neon colors, like maybe like a casino. Although I guess a casino is more Luigi's thing, but a casino type area or just something like a neon city. I don't know. I mean, I guess we had Bowser's Neon City in Mario Kart 7 and 8 Deluxe, but I don't know. Just something super flashy and colorful for Waluigi. I'm not as crazy with his stadiums really, but I like it when they just go full on like color with him. It fits him.
Right. Yeah, I can never get by that. I think the one course I want to see be made is something from Wonder, the Flower Kingdom, the first level. Like that's an easy track to make. They can just have that. And that also adds maybe with Prince Florian being a character, or the Talking Flower being a host. Like unless like you see it go by, you hear him talking. So maybe that'll be a cool thing. I don't know what it would be called Wonder Circuit or whatever, but yeah, something like that. For other courses, I have no idea, but yeah. Though I will say though, for Mario Brothers Circuit, it's supposed to be representing the Mario Brothers. I thought it'd be more related to Mario and Luigi. It looks more like a desert with a diner around the side, kind of like other people are comparing it to Cars or that one Crash Bandicoot level. So
Yeah, Route 66.
yeah, so they're comparing it to those two things. So it's very weird how it's like that. So I mean, they even had a Yoshi Burger Diner. So I don't know why they're doing a desert version, but I guess we need to see the entire try to figure out why they're doing it in a desert of all things.
Yeah, and we just need to see like how races play out in general, like how everything works together before I guess we could jump to conclusions on like what is possible in this game. I kind of do hope though that if they're going really big, that they do a sequel to Luigi's Mansion and do like the hotel towers where like you ascend the tower maybe.
That would be cool. Going all the way up the hotel, seeing some glimpses of the ghost or cameos of the ghost. That'd be cool.
Exactly. Yeah. And plus, they would just give all the reason to put EGAT in there. But yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I think I already no, I ran I've already ran into the things that I was going to go into. Do you have any things on your notes that you wanna that we haven't talked about yet?
A few things actually. So first of all, 200cc. I really hope that the tracks are designed around it
Oh
this time
God.
because my God, was 8 Deluxe not made for it? Like, you can go through the roof in some courses, you can hit the sign. Like, it's clear that when they made it, they were not planning to have a 200cc. So having courses that actually cater to it would be quite nice.
Oh my God, 200cc with the 24 racers. Oh my goodness. I don't know if it'll be coming back, but if they do, oh my goodness, that's gonna be crazy.
Mm-hmm. And I also wonder if Mario Kart TV is back because if you look at the trailer at one point, there is a Mario Kart TV logo. So I wonder if like editing race clips is back once more.
Well, if the social feature that they're talking about in the Switch 2, that's a possibility. That's going to be in the Switch console. Maybe that'll be like its way of sharing things across. Like how they did in Miiverse. So maybe it will be true. I wouldn't mind it coming back. That way, people can share their clips. Like, hey, look at this. Because now, before like in Mario Kart 8, you were able to upload the video that you downloaded to your YouTube channel. When my YouTube channel was still like very like old and like very small, I used to always do that. So, excuse me, I would love to have that back.
So I have one more trump card up my sleeve. So since Mario Kart DS, Nintendo has kind of like thought about doing this, but they're never quite sure how it works. And I'm wondering, and this is kind of a double speculation now that I think about it. I wonder if because of the supposed rumored mouse mode of the Switch 2, where you can put the Joy-Con on its side and use it like as a mouse, I wonder if this is finally the time where we get a track builder.
Oh yes! Oh my goodness, I would love to have your own track builder because in Diddy Kong Racing DS, I remember the track builder thing. I used to do that all the time and make up courses that we just race on it. It was so much fun to do that, making your own course. I mean, sure the course was full of clouds and everything. It wasn't like big designs anywhere, but you can design the shape any way you wanted. So that would be great, especially with adding in whatever you want. I don't know how deep it will go, but I don't know. But I know like in Smash Brothers, you have your own like stage builder, so I don't know how it will be as extensive and big as that. But I would
I kind of hope it's not.
I just hope it's something at least good enough so we can just make our own track. But it'll be so much fun coming up with your own tracks. I can name my track Mario Kart Game Dude Circuit for God's sake. Come on, that'd be so great.
Yes, definitely. I hope that it's a little more controlled than Smash because Smash had some weird things going on in its custom stage builder. So I hope it's a bit more controlled in my Mario Kart
Oh,
game.
okay. I see. I know what you're talking
so,
about.
so if they do it, I hope that it's just kind of like dragging and dropping pre-made assets and doing that. I don't want to like draw the course. Number one, I don't think that they're going to be as creative just because people just draw whatever is a meme. But just being able to like mix and match different course parts, kind of like Tony Hawk Pro Skater, like how you can build skate parks, like kind of like that, where you can like put boost ramps anywhere, or or a glider section, or whatever your brain comes up with within reason.
And imagine someone drawing an Among Us circuit.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, and that's exactly why I just hope that they refined it really well if they're gonna do it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I don't have any final predictions. Oh wait. The last. Okay. Yeah. This is gonna be my last predictions of the thing, and then you can throw in whatever you can too. Um. Okay. So my last thing I want, please, please, since right now, since this will be Kevin Afghani and Giselle Fernandez's first time playing as Mario, Luigi, Waluigi, and Princess Daisy in Mario Kart, please. That I hope this means that everyone else will get new voice clips, because I am tired of hearing the Mario Kart 8 voice clips in all the other spin-off titles. Please, no more Mario Kart 8 voice clips. My goodness.
Do you remember how earlier I said that I got so tired of every sound in Mario Kart 8 and I couldn't play the game for like a while?
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. I legit couldn't stand Mario's Wahoos at some point. I'm like, this is just unbearable because I've heard it for so long now. So yeah, new voice clips, please. I
Please, oh my God, please. In Jamboree, I know that the Mario Brothers and Wario Brothers and Daisy, they had new voice lines because of the new VAs, but everyone else got recording, had their voice lines from Mario Kart 8, even Rosalina, even Pauline. I'm like, why? Why? Stop it! Come on, bring their people to get this voice up a little bit, please.
Yeah, just a new fresh thing, you know. I hope that we get like new voice clips that they will use for another 10 years. So
Yes, please. I wouldn't mind that, please, please, please. I don't want to hear any more of the Mario Kart 8 lines. I mean, come on. They had Mario Strikers and they had the Mario Kart 8 voice lines in that game. That was despicable and disrespectful, Nintendo.
did you know that like there are some voice clips that date all like especially for Yoshi that date all the way back to the 90s that they still use to this day?
I know. I hated it so much. Oh my goodness. I know it's hard to like always bring in the voice actors to record new voice lines all the time, but there are some times where it made sense. I mean, even in Mario Strikers, I know we're going off topic here, but even in Mario Strikers, they could have reused their voice lines from Mario Strikers and then had the newbies, aka Pauline and Rosalina, record new ones for Strikers. That would have been fine. I would have been fine with that. But no, they gotta be lazy and use Mario Kart 8 for every single sports title. Oh my god. Oh my god. My head.
If we talk about how much I loathe the Mario sports games on Switch, that will be an entirely different podcast.
Well, that's one other video idea for another day. But I've been planning to do that one day, but I've been so sidetracked with my other videos, so so that's one idea. Okay, anything that any one last thing that you want to say before I head off?
No, I think we pretty much hit everything in my notes. Let me just look. Yeah, that's pretty much everything.
Okay, guys, thank you for watching this big thing about us talking about and rambling the newest Mario Kart 8 title. Why am I saying Mario Kart 8? Oh my god. The new Mario Kart title. If you are looking forward to the next game, what do you hope it will be? And what do you most want out of all the things that even we talked about in this title? Take care, guys. And Sean, anything you want to say to the fans over here in case you see some fans of yours?
Well, hey, thank you so much for having me. It's been a really fun time on here. This was a really great thing for me, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you to everybody for watching. You know, if you want to find me, I'm back at Seananigans, and yeah, I would love to see you guys come in.
Alright, guys, take care, and let's just keep waiting for a Nintendo Direct all the way in April. Ugh, why so far?
I think it's because we're gonna have a February Direct for standard Switch games, but that's just a rumor.
I know, but that's just a game theory. I had to do it.